Hey, how's it going? It's Jesse here of REI Conversion. I'm super excited to be sending you guys this message because we've recently just pushed out a new huge update, which can sort of confuse a little bit of you guys. So we're making this video to really clarify all of this for you guys and what those changes are. So first of all, one of our biggest updates here is we're now officially supporting for multi-property campaigns. What that means is if your list has a seller that shows up multiple times or owns multiple properties on that list, Pebble is now able to group those together, send out one letter for that entire grouping. And incredibly enough, Pebble is also able to make a total offer. If each one of those properties have an individual offer, it can actually total that as a one offer, or it can even do a ranged offer, a total ranged offer. So if each of those properties has its own ranges that it's offering, we can have a complete total range also totaled up in that letter sent out to that seller. So this really saves you time from actually having to dedupe your list, scrub your list, and then also makes it highly incentivizing for that seller to work with you because now you're looking and eyeing at all their properties. Now, they may not sell you all of them, but there's a good chance that we'll want to sell you multiple properties because heck, you want to buy their properties and take them off their hands, right? So the next thing also, because we're grouping these properties now into one mailer, we have now changed over from unique property codes. So it used to be that inside of Pebble, each property has its own code. We now move to what we call our mailer code. So if you have a look here with Adam, Adam's got two properties we're mailing out to, but those two properties are going to be categorized under this one mailer code. Now, that means that the unique identifier for a property, if we come to our properties now, is going to be its APN. So the APN is going to be key. Now, if you wanted to search for the APN, or sorry, the mailer code, you can still do so by going under acquisitions filter here and search for that property, that mailer code. So here I am with these changes here, and I'm making mistakes, but the mailer code is something that you're going to be able to still search with as well under acquisition. So keep in mind, all properties are now uniquely identified by the APN. And finally, we now have introduced contacts. Now we're going to continue to add more to this feature, but when we're adding something like a seller lead now, we now also keep a database of all your contacts, which makes life a lot easier also with your leads and whatnot. We're going to be able to do many different things, including marking sellers as do not mail again. So we do have to keep track of your contacts inside your system. So when you're creating a new lead, you're going to actually be asked to create the, add that contact, whether you're adding a contact or searching for an existing contact inside your database. Now, contacts can be brought in through your mailing list or can be brought in manually when you're creating a lead. All right, guys, so those are some of the major changes here inside of REI Pebble. If you want to learn more on creating your campaigns or understand how that all works, we've got a video inside of our knowledge base. If you head over to kb.reiconversion.com, type in sending your campaign, you will be able to find our new video on how to actually send a campaign. Everything is the same, except now, as I mentioned, we do group those properties. We have mailer codes now. They're no longer property codes. So do check that out inside our knowledge base. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us at hello@reiconversion.com. But we're excited for you guys to test drive some of these feature updates. I understand this will affect some of your guys' workflow. Maybe it makes it easier. Maybe it's a little bit different. Make sure you're patient with yourself to pick this up, but hopefully this does give you a little bit of clarification on how all of this works. Cheers.